So Cancer, this is Julie from White Wolf, and I'm here with Maddie, and we're here to do your overall reading for December, January, and February. We've been on hiatus for a while. It's our busy season, so we're back at it, and we'll let Maddie go first.
Okay, so with this being winter Capricorn season, you're going to have a lot of activity astrologically on the opposite end of your comfort zone. You know, as Cancer rules the home and that emotional safety, Capricorn is all about the outside world and what we can make, like with our hands and getting things happening. So there's probably going to be a little bit of a tension there. Mercury retrograde is going to start on December 12th in Capricorn, so expect things to break down. I would, I know in my family around the holiday season, some major appliance usually breaks. One year it was the dishwasher, which was super fun because we were hosting. So just look for like things like that coming your way. But the 28th, end of December, you have a full moon in Cancer. Good time to reflect on, your own identity, your own needs. Cancer is also a great time. A full moon in Cancer is, a good time to work on safety, emotional safety. What really makes you feel secure. And, things to do with your own home. Like, how can you make your space what it needs to be? Going into January, Mercury is going to station direct in Sagittarius on the 1st. So we're starting the new year with some clarity. The 4th, Mars is going to move into Capricorn. So those, kind of upsets that we had in December, with, the planning and the details within that Capricorn energy, well, I see us really powering through. Like, we're just gonna make it work. And then in February, things get a little bit more experimental, a little dreamier. February, I really think, is going to be a time for all of us to just kind of reflect and pull back a little bit. Important dates to remember in the new year: in January, the 9th, the 13th, 24th, and the 26th. The moon is going to be void, of course. So even though Mercury is going to be moving into Capricorn on the 13th, which is a really great time to, plan out how you utilize things, get those building plans together, just know that nothing's going to be able to really come to fruition on that day. Just give it a little bit. When the moon is void, of course, just expects a little bit of stagnant energy. That astrological trends can't really get to us when the moon isn't an aspect to anything. And same thing in February. The moon is going to be void the 1st, the 9th, the 22nd, the 23rd, the 27th, and the 28th. So especially coming to the end of February, after Pisces season starts, we're all going to be just kind of really retreating. But for Pisces season, that's actually really nice. Get some good rest. And so I'll throw it over to you.
Okay, Cancer, you're over here. You are not focused you're focused on how bad you feel, what's not working for you. So in December, you have to remember that even when things feel like they're going bad, they are blooming behind your back. I feel like you may be going at things a little too fast or a little too recklessly. So let's try slowing it down and having a better attitude in December. Try to remember that things are turning in your favor when you're in this state of mind. January, I think the creative, you're juggling you got a lot of ideas. But I think whatever that idea is, I think you have a tower moment with it, and I think you need to rebuild. Like, you're going to have a plan, and you're going to go, this is great, and you're going to get in the middle of it, and you're going to go, no, that's not going to work at all. So hold out that balancing act, and just keep focused on what makes you happy. February, I believe you're going to have another tower moment in February because you're not making a decision. So enough with this not making a decision. Oh, woe is me, and I'm tired, and blah, blah, blah. You got to find the energy to get there. You got to, you're too much sitting here in this state, and Spirit's going to come in and go, whoop, time for you to fly. So, turn over to Maggie.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of the same but different. So I talked about how the astrology is going to be like, just rest and retreat, and I think that's what you're really going to want to do. The kind of mood for in terms of like animal symbolism for this month for you, we have octopus and a snail, which I really see you wanting to stuff yourself into your little home, and just kind of wait it out. But everything else says you just gotta get up and do it. December has very strong family and caretaker energy to it. But it's more of having tough conversations. I think the focus is going to be on, this isn't working, this needs to end. Maybe setting hard boundaries of just, this is not what this needs to be. But instead of throwing everything out, really cutting ties, the truth needs to be spoken. You're gonna, instead of walking on the eggshells, you're gonna be stomping on the eggshells. But it's about unity, making your pack stronger. So again, some tough love probably coming out of you and going back to you throughout December. January, I'm picking up a lot of doubt, getting distracted by little details, getting stuck in a loop, and having a bit of a loss of identity in that. The thing to do with that is maybe just slow down, know that, maybe just I'm not in the right headspace to do things. I'm really seeing you getting cut off from your emotions and probably burnt out from December. December feels very heavy in terms of, fixing things, maintaining connections. And then the next month in December, it's just, I don't have any energy for this, and just feeling very drained. So I'm using the Terra Oracle deck for this. And as someone who lives in the Midwest, I was very happy to see that they have a stink bug card. Winter here is stink bug season. And your theme for January is just squashing that bug. And it's going to stink. And it's going to be gross, but it has to be just done.
It has to be done.
It has to be done. And then February, again, you're really fighting upstream a little bit, because February, the energy of it is very sedate, but you're really going to have to take the reins of the situation and just boss up and do it. A lot of creativity and independence coming through. Your two animal allies are the moose and the coyote, which is charging ahead, doing my own thing. Moose are very strong, but when they get fixated on a path, they're just in it. But then that coyote, that kind of trickster, working behind the scenes a little bit. But it is, you're going to have to really just take control and commit to that, because I think you're going to want to just kind of lean into, again, the disappointments, feeling like you want to give up, but and want to retreat. But this winter's going to be tough. I think you're going to burn, and be careful not to burn yourself out too much in the beginning. Does that make sense for you?
It makes sense for me.
All right.
All right. Until next time, Cancer, we'll see you then. Bye-bye.